first step off the top of Laacke Joys is a doozy, as our Lauren Lamanchik found out on Daybreak this morning. Lauren was doing what we call a little reporter involvement, promoting the Urban Frog in downtown Milwaukee. Participants in the adventure race rappel off buildings, kayak, and compete in other skills. It starts tomorrow morning. Lauren was none the worse for wear after her adventure today. In fact, I think she's going to give a... Yep, there she goes. She's fine.
Me to do that. All a part of the job, huh?
At that hour in the morning, that's like a suicide mission for me.
And some people are up and at 'em already. That is Paul Daniel, and he is at Laacke Joys on Water Street in Milwaukee to tell us about the Urban Frog Race. Paul, it sounds like a weird kind of a race, but it's really a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun, and Vivian, we're just about ready to go. They will taste most of the city today. They just got their instructions in the pre-race briefing. One of the things they're going to do is they're going to climb all 41 stories of the U.S. Bank building on the stairs. They have other things. They're going to a water park. They're going to the Bradley Center. What we're about ready to do right now is we're going to put them on the Edelweiss cruise ship, and then we're going to blindfold them. Why don't you guys, captains, why don't you start getting on the boat right now? These are the participants who have come here from mostly Wisconsin, but as far as Florida and California. What we're going to do is we're going to put them on the boat, and we're going to take them to an undisclosed location. We're going to blindfold them. And excuse me a second here while I get my bag.
Oh, that sounds kind of cruel to blindfold them.
we want to confuse them as much as they can, and we don't want them to know where they're going, and that's part of the thrill. That's the part of adventure racing, is you don't know where you're going.
Okay. And who's participating? What kind of people are participating?
We get people from all walks of life. We get 25-year-olds all the way up to 50 and 60-year-olds. So it's pretty much everybody does it.
Okay, and so you're going to start the race in a minute, and we're going to catch up with you a little later on, okay?
Right.
All right, Paul Daniel, thank you so much.
All right.
We are going to catch more action of that race. It goes until 2:30 this afternoon, and so throughout Live at Daybreak, they're going to start the race in a minute, and we'll check. It is called the Urban Frog Race, and we're going to go live now to Laacke Joys and talk to Paul Daniel again. Paul, you kicked us off this morning, and when we saw the teams getting on the Edelweiss, what are they doing now?
Well, that was the frog race that went on the Edelweiss. We actually blindfolded them, and we dropped them off at the Milwaukee Ale House, and then they ran back here. They're now through the Urban Ecology Center and Elite Fitness on the North Shore. What's happening behind me right now, this is the short race, the tadpole, which will take 2 to 3 hours. They'll have their captains, they've designated their captains who will run across the river to Schlitz Park to get their race packet, which is all the information.
And they're going to be doing they're doing all kind of things. Running, biking, kayaking, climbing stairs. I'm tired just thinking about it.
Yeah, what they'll do from here is when they get their race packet is that they'll head to the Bradley Center, and they have to sink a basket at one of the designated locations on the floor, and then they go in front of the Journal Sentinel building with MKE magazine, and they have to do on a bouncy ball. We've got them doing all kinds of crazy stuff.
And how many teams are in the race this year?
Between both races, we have 100 teams that have come from as far as California and Florida and New York, but mostly from Wisconsin.
And they're having a lot of fun, but this really is for a good cause too, right?
Yes, it is. That's probably the one thing that we probably forgot to mention. It is a fundraiser for the MAC Fund, which we do quite a few events for.
Well, we have been having a lot of fun talking to you and Brian Weber, and this race goes until 2:30 this afternoon, right?
About 2:30, and I expect Vivian, you and the guys at in the newsroom will put together a team next year.
Oh.
I'll be easy on you.
Ooh.
There'll be the TV division. It'll be a half-hour race.
Okay, can I say I'll try my best at that? I don't know if I can promise anything.
To the soda machine and back.
Yeah, I can do that. Paul Daniel, thank you so much for joining us throughout Live at Daybreak today.